to foam test. Today we're going to be doing a Flyzone INUM review. This is a nice little indoor plane. As you can tell, we aren't at the field today. We're inside my house. And I got this thing for Christmas. You can find it on eBay or just anywhere for about anywhere from $40 to $50. It's a really nice little indoor aircraft. Let's go over the features really quick. Okay, so here's the transmitter that's included. They give you a 3-channel transmitter, but this plane's only 2 channels. So the transmitter requires 4 AA's that are actually included in the package, makes it a true, completely ready to fly. The charger also is on here. I believe this connector is the same connector that they use for that Eachine E010. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks and it appears to be the same thing. Either way, it's a smooth control. Not the smoothest, obviously, gimbals ever, because it's a $50 airplane with this transmitter, but it is 2.4 gigahertz, so you're not going to get any interference with it. That's pretty much all we can say for the transmitter. It's just a basic transmitter. It works well. I haven't had any range issues because I've been flying in my house, which you really don't want to fly this at all outside unless it's completely dead calm. But anyway, let's get onto the plane. Okay, so now for the plane itself here. Right now it seems, well, the most interesting thing here on this is I've noticed that this servo in the back, or it isn't really even a servo, it's some sort of electromagnet that they use to steer it that's actually proportional. That's pretty neat. But anyway, it comes with a Flyzone LiPo 1-cell 35 milliamp. Tiny little battery. And you'll be amazed. You'll get like 8 to 10 minutes flights out of just this little tiny battery. I believe, I'm not entirely sure, but that is the same motor that they use on the Cheerson CX-10 and quadcopters like it, just because it's so tiny and it lasts forever. Or not lasts forever, but the battery lasts forever. It's really light construction. When you have the battery in it, here, it balances about right here on the wing, which is very odd. That seems very tail heavy, even for a plane that's only 2 channels. But I believe that this also, since this creates lift back here, this also helps with lifting it. That's why the wing's so small on this compared to its size. Also has a slight bit of polyhedral in it here. That's pretty much it. It's a nice... I was surprised with this 2-channel plane. Usually 2-channel aircraft aren't really that good, but since they've had leaps in technology with the LiPos and little tiny brushless motors, they've actually made this thing pretty well. I'm pleasantly surprised by how well this actually works. Okay, so here we go for the flight review of this. For binding this, you don't really, there isn't really a bind thing. You just turn on the transmitter first, that beeps, and then you plug this in. Then once the light stops flashing, you're bound. So then you can just find a good enough space to fly it in, and then fly around you, fly it in the other room. Oh, hit the tripod, hit the wall.
Oh, almost.
Almost. It's pretty good though. So this battery doesn't have much left on it. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. We did a few early shots with it, but after this battery's done, we'll actually have Kyle fly it. So we'll see what we get from a newbie stance. How good this plane is for a newbie. Oh. Alright.
I was trying not to get in the way, but
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah. Right after you went around the corner, it moved.
Yeah.
If you're trying to follow someone with this, don't, because just the air moving behind them when they walk will disturb this thing and make it go crazy. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close.
I don't know if I got that in shot. I think I might have.
You should have. Either way, this thing's just a bunch of fun to fly around. Like, I have just barely enough space in here to really fly this thing. And it does oscillating stall quite a bit when you gain some speed from a turn. If you don't give it a little less throttle at the exit of the turn, it will start to oscillate and stall a bit on you. But it is quite fun to fly. I have lots of more expensive planes than this, obviously, the FT Flyer, and even that's not really expensive, but it's true hobby grade, and this actually is really well. I think the main reason why is because the rudder is proportionate, even though it's noisy and vibrates around a lot sometimes. The thing is, it's still a proportionate control instead of like all one way or the other, which I have not seen in a plane not only this small, but 2-channel. And not only that, but it just handles well, like in the air, it tracks well, and you want it, like it goes where you want it to go. And of course the dog likes it too. He's gonna start chasing it. Uh-oh. I can't tell you how many times when I'm gonna crash, I pull up, but it doesn't work because there's no true elevator on it. But yeah, here we go again. I mean, it's just so much fun to just fly around inside. I think the battery's getting low. And there's a perfect example of LVC. It'll just... Here, if you want to get the LVC, because it has like one little burst left.
Okay.
It's completely dead. But yeah, here's the LVC for you guys. It goes, and then it just cuts out. And it pretty much lands itself just because of... I mean, it lands itself just because it's pretty tail heavy, and that's how 2-channel planes work. They're tail heavy, so they kind of like almost high alpha around, and when you give throttle, they climb, and when you give less throttle, they kind of just slowly go down. But anyway, let's put a new battery in here. Let's give Kyle a shot at it.
Okay, so I know I told you guys that I would be showing Kyle flying in this, but I'm like, I originally thought that we weren't going to have enough footage to put in here of Kyle flying, but it ended up that we got so much footage that I'm just going to make it its own episode of teaching Kyle how to fly. And he also flew, I think, yeah, we're going to include the helicopter in there too. But anyway, I'm just going to let you guys know that episode's coming out in the future, and this is just the end of the review. And as always, if you like the video, like it, obviously, hit that like button, man. And if you like the video a lot and you want to see more videos like it, hit that subscribe button, please. Make me really happy. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.